G'day. This is Charlie, and I'm coming to you today from my locals community with your daily dose of business inspiration. Come on over and join me at askcharlieleetham.locals.com. You can join the community for free. You can become a supporter, gain access to supporter-only content, comment on the conversations and create your own conversations. And anything that you donate as part of that helps me keep creating content like this, like my podcast, like my tutorials, and anything else that comes along the way. Let's get on to today's daily dose of business inspiration, though. Topic number 164, the art of time management. Yep, I know I've done this before, and I'm going to probably do it a few more times because time management is such an important part of running a business. It's not just an important part of running a business. It's an important part of living your life. If you're not managing your time properly, life is just going to get away from you, isn't it? I mean, how many times have you said, I'll get to that tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes? So that's something my dad used to say to me, is I do it today because tomorrow never comes. It's like, yeah, right, Dad, great. But it's not wrong. So let's have a talk about the art of time management. Let's understand why time management is important. First of all, I know I've done this before, so I'll try and be quick through it. You're going to maximize your productivity. You're going to reduce your stress. And leading back to yesterday's episode, you're going to improve your work-life balance as a result of it. So effective time management helps you become productive. It allows you to prioritize tasks and manage your time efficiently so you can accomplish more in less time, or you can accomplish. Let me rephrase that. I don't like how that's written. I prefer to say that you get to do the important things and focus on doing the important things in your life. Reducing stress, it helps you staying organized and keeping on top of your responsibilities. Look, I can give you a couple of really personal examples here. I don't want to sort of highlight anyone here, so I've got to be a little careful, but there was one part of my life that I was looking after my own schedule. I was making sure that the kids' schedules were all looked after. My kids were tiny, so it's normal for a mum to do that. But I was making sure my kids' schedules were so they had to be at school or they had to be at daycare. Then I had to get them to school, and we had to get them picked up. Then they had dancing and whatever other extracurricular activities. And then I had to have a couple of other people's schedules in my head as well because they kept forgetting to do things. Do we agree this needs to be done? Yep. Okay, so you're going to do it. Yep. It needs to be done by this date. Yep. Okay. And after a while, I just ended up keeping all of those priorities in my head. I used to have to manage it all, remind people that these had to be done. And it was not a great place. It was not a great place to be, having to remember everyone else's stuff as well as your own stuff when your own stuff is pretty intense. So by having good time management, and I ended up just implementing calendars and whiteboards, and it was on the whiteboard, and if it didn't get done, well, it didn't get done. I just had to deal with that. But it also helps improve your work-life balance. All right, so we've spoken about what the importance is. Let's talk about some of the strategies for managing your time effectively. Prioritizing tasks. Work out a method that works for you. I like the quadrant method: urgent, important, urgent, not important, not important, urgent, and who the hell cares? Quadrant, I'm sure that would be not important, not urgent quadrant, but it's like, who the hell cares by that point, because honestly, there's enough in the other three quadrants that will normally keep you busy. There is just prioritizing the tasks, having a list of tasks that need to be done and prioritizing them 1 through to 10, 1 being the most important, 10 being the least important, and redoing them as each day goes by. The notes I have here say the Eisenhower Matrix to categorize tasks based on their urgency and importance, which sounds like my quadrant. But what you then need to do is focus on the high priority tasks. So in my case, if I'm using the quadrant, it's the urgent and important tasks, and then move down the rates as a result after that. Sorry, I don't mean to stutter. So you've got to prioritize your tasks. Now, I also find keeping a to-do list works really well. Some people like using pieces of paper to do their to-do list. That's fine, but I don't always have my notebook with me. I always have my phone with me, so I have a electronic to-do list, and it sits inside my calendar. So when I pull up my calendar, I've got my calendar here and my to-do list here, and I can see them all together. Setting goals is important as well for your time management. Smart goals, and I am going to redo my episode on this because it's really, really important. Smart goals set specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. So what that means is that when you set your goals, make sure that you are that they have some specificity to them. This needs to be done. So I need to get 100 kilos of concrete from the hardware store and delivered to site by such and such a date. Okay, so specific. We know how much concrete and we know where it's got to go. Measurable. We know how much concrete, we know when it's got to go. Is it achievable? Yeah, as long as I've got a ute or a truck to put it in, absolutely. Is it relevant? Yes, I'm a construction person. I need to have that concrete on site, so yes, it's relevant. Is it time-bound? Yes, by Thursday. So I've got all of those ticked. So make sure you've got your goals set, but make sure you hit those five items, because it will make your life easier. It helps provide clear direction and structure to the tasks that you've got setting. Time blocking also works, and I know I've spoken about this before, but allocate specific blocks of times for different tasks or activities throughout the day. It's going to help you maintain your focus and ensures that important tasks are going to be given the adequate attention. Now, what does it mean by time blocking? So in my calendar, I have Monday mornings is podcast morning. And that's where I go back and I review my podcast, set up what my podcast list is for the week, what I need to get done, check everything that my editors sent through, and that's Monday morning. That's what I do Monday morning. Monday afternoon is I've got it blocked out for I allow client meetings on Monday afternoon, and I work on website work. And Tuesdays I block down into 2 or 3 days. Wednesday, 2 or 3 blocks of time. Wednesdays I block out and say this is all client work day. No meetings, client work day and coaching day. So if I'm doing my coaching courses, that's where I try to schedule my coaching courses. Thursdays is when I record podcasts with people. And in the afternoon, I go through and I look at I've got help desk. It's my help desk day. Go through, look at the help desk tasks, make sure they're all allocated out, make sure I've addressed them all of those sorts of things. So you block your calendar out so that you can do specific things for blocks of time. A lot of us will talk about, well, we multitask. Yes, we do. Absolutely, we do. I don't deny that we don't. But having the ability to sit and focus for a couple of hours on something is really important, and it just makes life that much easier. That's my opinion anyway. How do we maximize our product and efficiency? Well, multitasking, avoid it. Yes, to a degree. You've got to be very careful with your multitasking. If you are literally going between one job, and it's every minute, you're not going to be effective. Not at all. I use the analogy that when someone comes to me and says, "Can you look at this?" There's literally 15 minutes required for me to get out of the mindset of what I was doing, get out of that brain pattern of what I was doing, refocus myself, and start to look at what they've asked me to look at. I don't, and none of us do, even if we think we do. It is so rare that we will just stop doing one thing, go, yep, that's the answer, go back to what we were doing. there's 15 minutes where the brain just needs to process things and move things through and understand what's going on, and then I have to get back to what I was doing before. I've got to remember what I was doing before, where I was at, what I was thinking of going to do. And to some degree, I even have to get back the motivation to want to go back to it, because I might just go and get myself a cup of coffee while I've got a break, and I might just go and talk to so-and-so while I've got a break. So try to avoid multitasking in really small chunks. If you can, yes, we're all going to have multiple things going at one time, but you're working on one thing at a time for a defined period of time. I think you'll find that works much better for you. Use productivity tools. So Trello, Asana, Microsoft To Do, Google To Do, Zoho To Do, project management tools. What's the other one in that? ClickUp is the new one in there. Set reminders. Oh goodness, your calendar is such an important productivity tool. The amount of times I've just gone and put an event in my calendar that says, go and pick up the kids from school, and it's set 40 minutes before I need to, so that I can finish up what I'm doing, get my shoes on, find the car keys, get in the car, go down, pick up the kids from school and come back. Use your calendars as well as a productivity tool. Take regular breaks. Take time to recharge and just let your brain relax. If you, so let me see. I'm going to use a weightlifting or a bodybuilding kind of analogy here. I'm not a bodybuilder. I haven't done a lot of it. I haven't done a lot of it in recent years, and I did some when I was a bit younger. But the thing that we're taught is that you exercise the muscles, right? And you keep exercising them, and you put a lot of pressure on them, and you get them going. But then you stop the exercise and you let them recover. You don't. Well, I was taught you don't go and do that every day. You don't go and hurt them every day to get them to build up. You need to give them time to rest, relax, recover, and then you do it again. It's the same with your brain. Your brain is just a muscle. Believe it or not, it's a big thinking muscle, but it's just a muscle. And you've got to give it time to relax, to rest, to just get to a point of doing nothing or very little and not thinking about the big things. Now, I can tell you how effective that is, because the amount of times I've sat here and gone, I can't work out this piece of code. I can't work out how to fix this problem. This isn't making sense to me. Ugh. And someone says to me, Charlie, just walk away. Go and have a break. So I go and get my coffee cup, I make a cup of coffee, and I go for a walk. I come back and look at it and go, there's the answer, because I've let everything relax and I can come back with a fresh perspective. So do take regular breaks. So when we're talking about time management, we really are talking about managing our time so that we can get the most bang for our buck. Yes, I love that term, that we can get the most bang for our buck out of the time that we have available to us within our business and within our family and with our friends and in our personal lives, so that we are doing things that we want to be doing, not things that we have to be doing, or we forgot to do because we haven't been managing our time, or we ran out of time to do because we haven't been managing our time. What do you guys think? What techniques have worked really well for you? What techniques haven't worked well for you? What have I said here that you want to challenge and have a discussion about? I like being challenged. Don't worry about it. I do like being challenged. But what is it I've said that you think you want to have a further discussion about? Come on over to Locals. AskCharlieLeetham.locals.com. Join the conversation and have a conversation about it. As usual and as always, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you find out when I drop more content. If you can leave reviews, I would really appreciate it. It does help with me sorting out my content and making sure that it's valuable content for you. What have I said here that you'd like to dig a little bit deeper into? What would you not like to hear any more about? Please, Charlie, not again. And maybe share this content with someone who you think would benefit from it today. And I will see you guys all tomorrow for topic number 165, staying authentic in business. See you tomorrow.